to another Train Sim World for Blackpool branches video. We are doing something quite exciting. We are on the Railtour service, the Preston Docker, and we're going to be heading over to Kirkham and Wesham, and then depending on how long the wait is, we're then going to go to Kirkham Tip, which is a bit of track you probably just wouldn't really ever go on otherwise. So we got the Class 20 out, which the Class 20 is a Tees Valley Line DLC, so you will need to own Tees Valley Line and the Class 20 to then see this train. I think also Northern Transpennine. No, I think the coaches are from this route actually. So we're up at Burn Naze at the moment. I thought we were going to be all the way up here because I think this is Fleetwood up here, although I don't think there's actually any platform up there. But no, we're here. We're actually all good to go. I think we got the road. So let's get the train set up. So this is one of the layers, which is sort of the great thing about TSW. If you own the other DLCs, you can then sort of enhance your experience on other DLCs. So say if you own Northern Transpennine, Tees Valley, all of those stuff, you then get more substitutes, more layers on this route. That's forward, wait for the brakes to release, and we shall get going. But yeah, we're in the chopper, the last DLC for Train Sim World 2020. So it's been out, well, over 3 years this DLC. Might start getting a little bit of power. Come on train, don't be funny, I know the brakes are still coming off, but just a little bit of power, okay? Just a smidge. There we go, that's good. We're off. We'll keep the HUD on for this run, as we're going to be going into like Kirkham Tip or something, so don't know what the speeds are there. So yeah, well, and for this branch line as well, so we'll keep the HUD on. Or do we get it off? It is nice having it off. Now we'll keep it on for this run, as we're on this bit, which we've only done like once. Off we go, coming out of Burn Naze. I think we're actually a bit further up than what we were on the freight service. Oh no, it's the same bit. Yeah, I think it's the same bit actually. It was just all foggy last time, so we didn't actually get to see it completely properly. Oh, out we go. Lots of old semaphores here. No colour lights around here. Probably want to check the points as well. Yeah, they're all set, just in case they were manual in some way. But I mean, even this part of the route looks good. And this is sort of, I suppose, not even part of the main route. Sort of like a little added extra. You know, I think there's only, what, 1 or 2 services which actually come up here. But it still looks really good. And obviously free roam, you can come up here whenever. Well, out we go. Let's try and get a nice photo. It's very bright, isn't it, that sun against it? Might just go for that actually. Ooh, oh no, oh no, we're fine. I thought my controller had gone all the funny as usual. Which I was doing a load of weird things. Let's put that in a bit more. Put that down actually. There we go. That would do. So we've got 8 miles to Kirkham and Wesham. And yeah, then the service, I don't know how long we have to wait there. Then there's a service chain goes into Kirkham Tip, which I think is the line which sort of goes off. Well, I think it was sort of the old line to Blackpool Central. Sort of around that bit. Look at that, lovely. This is an old DLC, but the flag on this is actually quite nice. Good stuff. So we've got the old Burn Naze platform here, you've got the crossing keeper there as well. Alright mate. If you can actually play around with the... I doubt you can, no. Quite cool that they're all labelled. clear on the next signal, which is good. So yes, no longer passenger services up here. Although I suppose you probably could go in free roam, spawn a pacer here, and you could sort of do a passenger service if you wanted to. So I'll replicate the old of what's gone. Yeah, this is Burn Naze. X station. Well, I think this is now preserved in real life. Yeah, the Fleetwood Heritage Line. I think they, yeah, control this now. Cool. We get a little bit of speed on us. At least we can actually see it. As yeah, when we last did this, it was all foggy. But this is the Fleetwood Line, or ex-Fleetwood Line, Burn Naze branch, whatever you want to call it. Which until 2018 was actually still connected to the main line. And then when they electrified the line to Blackpool North, they then cut it off. So those trains, yeah, could have come along here until 2018. But no more. Because I think the track's still there. Bit of an open level crossing there. I'd imagine this is probably all houses now. And when you look at this area in real life, there's just houses everywhere. So I'd imagine these fields probably aren't as green anymore. Certainly not. Is that an old line going off there? No, maybe not. Sort of looks like it does look like an old line going off. Maybe it is. That'll be a Google Maps job in a second. Go and have a look at that. Maybe that cuts out the corner. Probably. I'm Google Maps now. I've got to go on Google Maps. That does look like an old railway going off there. Probably won't be able to see it on the map now, as it will just be houses. Yeah, it's all just houses there now. Actually, no, there's still a bit of greenery. Actually, no, hang on, no, there is actually still a fair amount. No, okay, it is actually still amount. It is still all fields. Yeah, there is an old line which goes off there, and that takes you. Yeah, it just skips up Holton and the Fylde. So it would have come off there. And sort of just gone straight on and connected it back up here. Obviously, that's already gone in 1986. Sadly. So it goes back to double track. And then you've got the old track bed going off there, which is like the triangle down towards Blackpool North, which I can't imagine would have got used very much, considering you can't really get any. I mean, literally just Blackpool North, that's it. I can't imagine much industrial trains would have gone down there. So yeah, it would have been the passenger line, Blackpool to Fleetwood services probably. There's actually an old station in there actually, which I'm guessing is probably Polton or something. So you got an old station here. It's a little bit eerie down there. It's cool to see that. It's sort of that cool time period. It's like on Northern Transpennine where those sort of cuts of the 60s are still very much visible. Or sort of the scars of the 60s, which they still are, you know, very visible today. But much more on a much larger scale back in the 80s, you know, where you actually could still see track in some places. Yeah, old signals sort of still remain, and whereas now they're probably all gone. No, it's a green light. Just be a bit careful around there, because I remember on the freight service we had a red there. Let's get that sped up. Nice bit of chopper action. Very bright in that sun, isn't it? Front on. Lovely. Oh, this is Polton and Filed. Hello everyone, we're not stopping here. We hardly ever stop here. Let's give you some of that. And you can also do the other horn as well. It's like a special one. The rear horn. Bit of screechy action at the back. Lovely. And we get to speed up to top speed. I don't know what the top. What is the top speed of this loco? 60 miles an hour. We might go a bit quicker than that. Yeah, it's a really cool loco. There's lots of things you can press and do, and yeah, you do need to have Tees Valley for this, so. Which, if you enjoy this route, you probably would enjoy Tees Valley, as that's set. Well, actually, later than this route. Tees Valley is 1989, so a bit later on. Let's get that up. There you go, good old chopper action. Hopefully the audio's alright. So we should see that line join back up. I think it's here, yeah. Yeah, that's the bit then connected back up, and there was that lane, the other side, so it connected back up just here. Let's watch it coming past. That's really bright at the front though. Top and tails, you've got number 20 at the rear. So the tails aren't really on, but oh well. Cool, 5.5 miles to Kirkham and Wesham. And yeah, then we'll do the little service which takes you into Kirkham Tip. Well, depending on how long you have to wait at Kirkham and Wesham. If you've got like 10 minutes, just literally do a little bit, then we won't. But if it's a short amount of time, we'll give it a go. Probably have to change ends for that. But there is one train we haven't actually checked out yet on this DLC, and that's the Gronk. Oh wait, we still haven't done it. So hopefully in the next video we'll finally check out the Gronk, which literally is just a shunting runs. That's why I haven't done it so far, as it just wouldn't be that exciting. It's just shunting, that's it. Sun visor on this, so if the sun's blinding you, well, you have to put up with it. Four and a half miles to Kirkham and Wesham. This train isn't really good for speed. It's a rather slow locomotive. I mean, 60 miles an hour top speed, so it's not quick. Clear on the signals, good. What's that one? Was that Wiggleton? Wingleton? That was Wingleton, it was. It's quite nice along this bit. I don't, well, I much prefer the Blackpool South branch, but this bit's quite nice though. Sort of the main line, I suppose. Well, this is the main line. I know, what's everyone's favourite part of this route? The main line, so from Blackpool North down to Preston, the Ormskirk bit, Blackpool South, Burn Naze. What's your favourite bit? Or do you not really have a preference? About 3.5 miles almost to Kirkham and Wesham. Says we'll be there in about 3 minutes, which Probably not. Probably take a little bit longer. Yeah, through the fields we go. Let's get another flyby shot. Now we've got a little bit more speed on us. 52 now. So still not an awful lot, but you know, a nice-ish amount. Yeah, some really nice shots of that bank. It's a really nice place to watch trains. Probably still is. In real life. So Kirkham Wesham platform 2 we're coming into. Miles an hour if we're getting there. We'll get there. Slow and steady wins the race. And yeah, depending on how long the turnaround time is, we're then going to Kirkham Tip, which I'm assuming is this bit here. Yeah, I'm assuming it's this bit here. Well, I think we've actually said before, been all there's some sort of tip there. Just over 2 miles now. Yeah, I think it's just here on the right. Yeah, there we go. You see sort of all the stuff just left over and dumped there. Kirkham Tip. That's where you get to go into. So, well, yeah, depending on how long the turnaround time is, we'll go in there and have a little look-see. It's quite a cool Railtour. I mean, this Railtour just basically I don't think it goes down to Blackpool South, but it does most of the route. But the Blackpool South branch is the only bit it doesn't do, probably because there just isn't enough time to go down there and back before the next pacer. I think it's about 7 parts of it as well, so there's a fair amount you can do. That down. It's really nice at this time of day. I think I've set this one for September. There's the old bridge abutment for the Blackpool Central line, which is now a main road. .30 miles an hour across the points. Platform 2. What's that one on? The up line or the down line? Platform 2. Where's it going to take us? Cool. Then you've got the Blackpool South branch that joins us on the right. Massive signal box there. Look at that. All of the points around here. So a couple minutes late, but I mean that's really to be expected in the chopper. We're not going to be on that quick. Kirkham Wesham. There's Fox's Biscuits there. Or Cat's Biscuits as it's known on here for licensing reasons. And there's a pacer probably going down to Blackpool South. But yeah, the reason why this Railtour I don't think goes down there. So I think it's well, it's every hour to Blackpool South. But then by the time you've from here to Blackpool South and back, it probably is about 45 minutes or so. So just wouldn't have enough time to get down there. And there's no passing loops either. It's just all single down there. Is that a stop marker on there? I pressed that as a stop marker on the lamppost, so I'll have a look at that in a second. It's making really nicely, that is. Yeah, that was a stop marker on that. Oh, it is an 8-car stop. I didn't think they had oh, there's any more. No. Well, let's get the doors unlocked. And I suppose we'll get, unless Kirkham tips this way, which I can't imagine it would be because there's nothing this way. Let's get that shut down. I think there's a shutdown. Is there a shutdown mode for it? Yeah, there is. Yeah, neutral shutdown. We'll get that off. Master keys over here, so we'll get that off. Yeah, end the service. Yep, return to free roam. Oh, it's straight away, that's good then. Get that off, get all of the markers off. What ones we got on. And we'll get the tails on. Right, let's head to the other side. So we're going into Kirkham Tip. Which I would imagine is this end. And unless I'm wrong, maybe it is the other end. If not, we'll have to run all the way back. And yeah, we'll end at Kirkham Tip. Oi, what are you doing? Get out of my train. It's my seat. Okay. Get this on. I doubt it will work in Kirkham Tip, but we'll get it on anyway. Whistle. Right, Kirkham Tip Hebsham. So we'll end once we're there. Oh, do we not set the throttle and the back to off? Did we set it to off? Oh, it's still coming on. I'm just quickly gonna have a little look. Not sure if we set it to off in here. Oh, can we interact with it? Oh, we can. That is off. Oh, seat rotation. Oh, that most certainly, that definitely is off. Right, go. Not that way. There we go. Oh, it's got a tail lamp on the back now as well. Sort of automatically being placed. Nice. Right, any points to set? No, and yeah, it is into there. So a little bit of track you probably just won't ever go on. So I don't know if there are any services into it. Kirkham Tip might be. I know there's some to Kirkham. I think they're into the yard. Bit of thrash for the enthusiasts. Oh, hang on. Oh, there we go. It's fine. 15 mile an hour limit coming up, which is going to be fun. Nice. Well, up we go. And then soon to slow down. Why is it 15? Why can't it be like 60 into the tip? I'm sure that would be perfectly safe. Is it not? TS. Is that tip siding? Tip siding? starts just here. So there's the Blackpool South branch off to the left, which you could actually go down on this train. But what you'd have to do is come onto here, click on the train, let me show you, and then remove path, and then you can then add a new... Oh, lovely. Oh, that's going on to there. I doubt we're going on to there. Yeah, 15 miles an hour for us. There we are, a bit of line you probably won't go on. That's how we go into Kirkham Tip. Exciting. And there's a 50. I've heard that in the 50s always at the end of the line. So I've seen that at Blackpool South. It doesn't actually come down to 50. It just always says 50 at the buffer stop. So I don't know why it says that, but I think on every route actually with a buffer stop on trains to Mile 4 with the distancing, it says 50. Not really too sure why. I think it would be 0 if anything. Now I get a bit of rain. Do the wipers actually do anything? Oh, it'll be the ones here, won't it? No? Oh, there we go. It's just really slow. Oh, we get it on that one. Nice and slow. Get the window open as well. Why not? Just under a mile to Kirkham Tip head shunt. So nice horn, is it? Proper high pitch. Sounds like a German train horn. I just reminded this train isn't included with Blackpool branches. This is from the Tees Valley line. It's a DLC for the Tees Valley line. So the Tees Valley line is a DLC, and this is then a DLC for a DLC. So you do need to own both the Tees Valley and the Class 20 to see this service. But like I said, if you own a lot of the BR stuff, you'll see lots of different layers for this. There's Pacer. And the Pacer actually goes on to West Cornwall Local. Well, I don't think it goes on to Northern Transpennine or Tees Valley yet. Cool to see it on there. Nice. Just over half a mile to Kirkham Tip head shunt. Yeah, just another little bit of line you can go on, which you wouldn't usually go on. Ooh, there's the signal. Oh, there's this point work, isn't it? The point wires. I love that there. Oh no, is it a fence? Oh, it's a fence. Almost look like the wires for the points. I think these are all manual along here. There, all the rail spotters on there, train spotters on there. Enjoying their day out, all very dressily. No, smart. What's it saying? Very dressily. Oh my god. Very dressily smart. No, very smartly dressed. I don't know how on earth I got that mixed up. All for the Railtour day out. $500 yards. I'm actually, well, near enough on time. Now I think from here this then goes back to, I think it goes back towards Preston, I think. Or was it Blackpool North? All a bit over. I like this when they do that. They sort of make it look a bit overgrown, the track. Would be quite cool if they actually made it look a bit rustier as well. I don't know if we've seen that on a DLC before. Sort of the lesser used lines are all a bit rusty. That would be cool. Let's not hit the buffer. The buffer doesn't want to be here. So this is the tip where things are just dumped. There you go, taking all the enthusiasts to the tip for a nice day out. What was the footpath up there? Can you actually go up there? You probably can actually, I reckon you can walk up there. Cool. In fact, I'm interested, I'm going to have a look. Sorry, well, oh, it's a 20-minute wait here. I wonder if you can walk up there. So I think that's the, I know we should probably put it in neutral and brakes and stuff, but there's another driver in there. Ooh. Because I think this is this the embankment for the old Blackpool Central line? Maybe you actually walk along it all the way to Blackpool. Oh no, that's most certainly not the embankment, but nice view. Nice view nonetheless. But yeah, that is going to be it, everyone, for today's Train Sim World 4 video. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Links can be found in usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. Apart from that, thanks for coming in, and I hope we'll see you next time. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.